So today I got fired. Not literally today, I got fired this time last year. A few weeks ago, this time last year of course, an incident happened which resulted in me going to the emergency room. I don't know if the company felt like I was going to sue or whatever about how everything went down with the situation. Upon me returning to Goodman, I worked about 3 days and then they called me to the office and fired me. Apparently it was because of attendance before the incident. So technically I was supposed to be fired at least a week before the incident happened. That's all BS, but I mean, hey, we're here now. No point in going into too much detail about that situation. Right after I got fired, I walked out, I got on Instagram and I put on Instagram and on Facebook that I had just been fired, and I said it with a smile on my face. I took that as the initial push I needed to take, control of my life. So I became self-employed from the moment I walked out the door. I want to give a big shout out to my homeboy, Jude Boy. He literally contacted me earlier in the week when I first got back to work from the incident before I got fired, and was asking me, hey, yo, I seen your work. I know we don't know each other for real, but I want you to come to Atlanta with me for the shoot. And I was like, I can't, I gotta work. I was really torn that entire week because I was like, I really want to go to Atlanta. I really want to shoot. I really want to try to do something to progress this filmmaking career I done put myself into. Lo and behold, I got fired on Thursday, and I called him immediately on my way to Huntsville, Alabama from Fayetteville, Tennessee. And I was like, yo, do you still have space in your car for Atlanta? So we went down to Atlanta and we did this big shoot with some of T.I.'s new artists from one of his subsidiary labels. And the whole experience, meeting with him, working with him, meeting with the homie nephew, buy me up nephew, it really kind of like put me in a mindset that this is all possible. So from that point on, everything just started going forward. My business here in Huntsville started to grow as I started getting more and more clientele. The next project that was kind of a milestone for me, which was working with Young City, who at the time was signed with Pyramid Gang. Young City hit me up and was like, yo, I want to do a video. My sister already, got a little treatment going on. I want you two to work together and, let's get this going. Taylor Young, shout out to her. Shout out to, the other Taylor, that's his manager. That's a dude. Went to Atlanta and they had booked one of the dopest Airbnbs, like penthouse loft, real dope. And we shot like one of his best songs I've ever heard to this day so far, which was Elevator Music. And we've done a couple other projects since then, but Elevator Music is gonna always have a special place in my heart to me, because that was the video that showed people that outside of my simple 150 deal I was offering, I'm just trying to make as much money as possible pretty much, no matter how much work I had to do, was that I could actually create something past the regular just shaking the camera effect and just throwing random effects on top of an artist to try to make the video more engaging. The visual was really, really dope, but I'm gonna make sure I include it in the description in this. But that was one of the biggest milestones because that video pretty much launched me for 2019. It's really funny how everything happened. I shot the video in Atlanta December 28th. We shot all day and we only had the Airbnb for one night. And when we had to check out was around 11 o'clock. And Young City and the whole team packed up and they had left around like 9:30. And I'm literally sitting in the parking lot. I just happened to go ahead and just hit the send button because I was still connected to the Wi-Fi. And I sent him, his video. I wouldn't say maybe not even a whole 5 minutes later, like he was calling me, everybody's in the car hype, everybody's pumped. Everybody's just like, bro, like, when did you have time to do this? Like, when did you edit? I was like, I did it last night. Like, when did you sleep? I didn't. I was just that excited for the project, and I was also just that determined to get it done. And it wasn't me rushing to get it done. It was just more so me feeling inspired. From that point, pretty much, everything was like really nice. Everything was going smooth, it's almost tax season and everything, so it's more money, more gear, all that kind of stuff like that pretty much. And me and my girlfriend at the time, which is also the mother of my children, we decided to break up. That really kind of split my mind in two a little bit. Like, I was kind of more so like, yeah, I can work with more freedom. I don't have to have anyone, telling me I need to be home by a certain time because they miss me or anything like that, and I can go and I can do more work. But I was missing my boys like so much, like legit. I was really missing my time with my boys. And then right after that happened, I was approached by a new client who's like one of my newest, day ones to me now. He goes by Michi, and when he approached me, he wanted to do a video shoot, and I told him, I said, well, we can do it, but it was was raining that day. What do you want to do? And he asked me, was I afraid of rain? I said, not unless you are. And we really shot an entire music video in the rain. And this is back when I still had my studio at the barbershop, at Swagger's Barbershop. So we literally shot right there under the little awning or whatever it was at Swagger's Barbershop in the rain. I'm literally standing outside in the rain, just getting poured down on. I have my homeboy Kobe with me, and he's holding 2 umbrellas, one over himself and one over me while I'm shooting. And right after that, immediately he was like, hey yo, I'm going to Miami. I want you to come with me. I want you to come shoot a video. And that was my first time ever being in Miami. So shout out to him for that experience and overall. And during my time in Miami, I was only out there for maybe 3 or 4 days. And I was out there creating content, generally for me pretty much, which I never put out. I ended up deleting it. I don't know why I deleted it. I just didn't want to use it, I guess. But I ended up deleting it. I ended up shooting his video and everything. And the whole time I was gone, I was like split in two in the sense that my creative mind was flourishing. It was loving everything about it. But my personal fatherly side was kind of hurt, missing my boys a little bit and everything like that. And when I got back from Miami, that's when the ultimate decision was made for me to move out. I decided to let her keep the place so that way my boys would have somewhere to stay and everything like that. And I decided to, financially support them more and more, every month pretty much, help out with the bills still and everything, and just focused on getting my business together. I wasn't really focused on getting an apartment because I didn't know where I wanted to be. I didn't know if I wanted to stay in Huntsville. I didn't know if I wanted to move somewhere else, try to get more opportunities. From that point, I was just working, creating, building new clientele. Everything's going smooth and everything like that. I had a few ladies that things just didn't work out with, and I ended up realizing that I was consistently just coming back to this one girl who I've known for years, and I was just talking with her. I wasn't even hollering at her. I mean, I tried to a long time ago, don't get me wrong, because I was like, I'll try to holler at her. And she's actually older than me. She was actually older than me when I wanted to talk to her back when I was a freshman, and she was like a junior or a senior in high school and everything like that. But long story short, though, I mean, I asked her, could I come out there and take you on a date and everything to where she was at. She lived all the way in Kentucky, and I drove all the way to Kentucky, and, things went smoothly. The vibes was the same as it was on the phone. We're just enjoying each other's time and company and everything like that. And now I can honestly say that I'm in a whole nother relationship pretty much now. And everything's going really good. It's very healthy and all that. Lots of communication, which is something that I know for a fact I lacked in a lot of my previous relationships. And I'm trying to do better by this one. Also this year, I was able to reconnect with one of my long friends who has her own business. She actually kind of got these together now because I've been trying since maybe since March. I've been trying, I think probably a little bit before March actually, I've been trying to get dreads. And every person that was doing my hair, they just couldn't get them to lock. She did it, she started in May. And in May, I had, the little itty bitty ones. I had little turds like this, like this long, like turds. And now, you see how they are pretty much and everything. It's all to her. Shout out to her. Kyla Faye. Y'all may know her on Facebook as Kyla Johnson. Y'all may know her on her personality page as Fatality. Also, shout out to my other sister, Callie. She pretty much was a big thing for me this year because she wanted to get into filmmaking. She wanted to get into photography and all that stuff. So I was pretty much kind of teaching her things while I was navigating through life. And it was so many times that life was hitting me hard and I didn't want to do anything, and she still popped up. So I had to get into that mode, and she pretty much kept bringing me back to what I needed to focus on and get everything back together. And she's also been like one of the best listeners for me when it comes to my life and my overall feelings and everything like that. and I really appreciate you for that, Callie. You guys may see on my Instagram, my Facebook all the time, pretty much, and I may say something here and there, but I don't really give them their full credit, you know. But I work with these guys. These guys are in the same studio with me as well too, and that is Dave Bullen, who's really the reason why I'm able to light this better. Because if I was lighting this before I was really like learning from Dave, like it would look like probably like this. Yeah, that's probably how it look. Minus the blue, the pink back there too. But yeah, though, I've been learning a lot from Dave and everything like that, pretty much, and everything. And that's more so like the big brother out of all of us, pretty much. And then the next person, of course, is my lifetime brother. That's Andrew, Rave, Wolfe, pretty much. Like, that's the white boy, as we all call him. I know some people that shoot with him, they call him light skinned because they claim, you know, he's not white, he one of us. But I mean, that's real though, that's real. 1,000%, that's real. So yeah, he keeps me sane as well too. And a lot of times we butt heads, we actually almost got to fight a lot of times. Before a shoot, after a shoot, but either way it goes though, it's still all love, and that's that. And just to go ahead and elaborate on a few things pretty much that I haven't really told anybody, which is the real overall point of this. I know I said in the beginning that today was November 15th. That's when this is being released. But the actual day of this recording is November 9th. And today is the anniversary of me finding out about my first love's death. This was my first time really understanding the pain of what death is and what it does to people. And yeah, every year around this time, I usually don't talk that much. I usually don't speak to nobody. I usually don't do anything. Even if I had clients, sometimes I would change the date, or if I had to go to work, I would either go to work and not say a thing to anyone, or I would do my best. I would do my damnedest to get off and just be in my own space, my own world. And that's been like that for years on this date. Today I wanted to do something different. I wanted to pretty much talk about how my life changed within a year. And this year it's been a lot of good things, but I had a lot of downs too. I wanted to quit filmmaking a couple times. I really wanted to not do this anymore. I also wanted to I also even contemplated suicide at one point this year, because although everything was happening good in my career starting out, my personal life at the time was struggling. It even got to the point that one day me and the mother of my children got into it bad, and I scared my boys with my anger. And my son, my oldest son, Princeton, literally told me, get out, Daddy. I don't want you here. You're scaring Mommy. And that's nothing you want to hear from your kids. That's nothing you want to hear at all from someone that's looked at you like a hero from the moment they opened their eyes and drew their first breaths. Like, for both of my kids, I was the first person they saw when they opened their eyes. I was the first person to hold them as well too. So being told that really let me really kind of open me up to how far I was falling into my career, to the point that I was neglecting a lot of things that were also important. And like I said, the suicide thought, I mean, we've all probably, I'm very sure almost everyone that's watching this has had that moment where they really thought about it. And yeah, I real deal did think about it. And that was like in the summer. That was before I really started to vent to some of my sisters and my friends about things. I'd much rather just be that person that holds everything together, because I've always been that person that people could come to. And I rarely was able to go to other people about what I was going through. I didn't really want to voice anything that would paint the mother of my children in a bad light, because she's not a bad woman, nor is she a bad mother in any kind of way. But of course, we're gonna have disagreements, because that's what happens in life. You're not always gonna agree on everything. But it was just a lot of things that I just couldn't say nothing to people about at a time. And all these people coming in to my life this year, and all the people that's been there for a while, overall, all these relationships, they just changed this year, and they brought me back from that dark place. And I really thank everybody for that. I really do. It's a lot of things that, as a black man, you really just can't say without people judging you. You know, like, you can't cry. You can't be sad. You can't be depressed. It doesn't exist for a man, especially a black man, being in America. And that was just something that I was trying to hold on to, my masculinity in that aspect. And these people I've mentioned, these people I work with, these people I have personal, really deep relationships with, took that and pretty much myth busted that, and allowed me to basically, you know, go through the process I needed to heal and be where I'm at now. So like I said, I'm really thankful for everybody this year. Every single person I come in contact with, every person I shot a video with, every person I've spoken with about personal things in general, anybody that's looking up to me, I appreciate you. All the people I look up to, I appreciate y'all, honestly. But yeah, so that's that. So let's get back on the happy notes. Yeah, let's get back on the happy notes. So yeah, I know for a fact next year's gonna be a lot better because of everything that happened this year. I got to work with Lifetime reality star Miss Diana from the Dancing Dolls, pretty much, thanks to working with one of her team members, Gareth, and like he's one of the dopest choreographers I've ever met. Like dude is cool peoples. I also got to work with D. Rogers, you know, and Boosie's team pretty much on one of his projects in Atlanta, thanks to my other sister, Wavy, pretty much. And like she's probably like the #1 supporter when it comes down to anybody about anything. Like she always has somebody's back, and I real deal wish there were more people like Wavy in the world, because she supports without any type of asking or begging or anything. If she likes it, if she really believes in you, she will support you, and she did that, like, because she really wanted to come to Atlanta and be in the video, but even though she couldn't be in the video, she still went ahead and sent, you know, him my way and everything, and I appreciate that. Everybody, hey, everybody be sure that you support my girl Wavy, for real. And I also got to work with a lot of dope artists this year, like gospel artists, hip hop artists, just like a few R&B artists and everything like that. I actually shot more than 300 videos this year. Not just all music videos either. Like this is business promos. I shot a couple of weddings and everything like that. I'm actually working on one now. Next year, I will be focusing more on my YouTube content, which will be original projects like web series, films, docu-series, and of course, you know, more music series involving local artists and different artists outside of the city and the state of Alabama too. I'm gonna focus on all that kind of stuff. The bridge ciphers will be returning. The bridge will return. I'm just getting a few things together pretty much, but it will return kind of differently this time. A lot more exclusive ciphers, a lot more events with opportunities that can truly promote and build artists' careers. I'm also going to start on a couple of different ventures as well too when it comes to creating platforms for the music scene in Huntsville and artists. That's everything I wanted to just get off my chest and express to you all. This year has really been a trial for me pretty much, and I really want everybody to understand that I came into this year with the highest hopes of being better, and that's what happened. But of course, to be better, things have to happen to you. I can honestly say it was all worth it. It was all worth it. But yeah, that's it though, peoples. There's a lot more things happening. I'm also going to do a lot lot more giveaways. We're gonna do a lot more things for the community, as well as creating content. There's gonna be a lot of web series projects, film projects. If you're an aspiring actor, actress, screenwriter, if you want to learn more about cinematography or how I do my videos, pretty much I'm gonna start doing video breakdowns, all that kind of stuff. So a lot of things are coming next year, and I appreciate anybody that sat through this and that, you know, made it to the end, and that, you know, pretty much listen to my story. And I hope some kind of way this is inspiring. I hope some kind of way this is helping somebody else that's going through the same thing, mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever it may be. And yeah, like I said, I appreciate y'all time. And although I'm not a Christian, y'all be blessed. And fuck Donald Trump. Yeah. Fuck him.